This is the second recording for Chapter 6.3 on subtracting polynomials. We are going to subtract polynomials using the vertical method just like we added polynomials. The examples we're going to be doing are example 2 from page 310, letter A. The words say subtract 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus 9x from 6x cubed minus x squared plus 7x minus 12. So our first expression is 6x cubed minus x squared plus 7x minus 12. And we're subtracting from that 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus 9x. Now, we are going to change this subtraction to an addition problem using the additive inverse. So this says change to addition using the additive inverse. And we also have to use the distributive property. So this is how this is going to work. We're going to use blue to highlight this. The 6x cubed minus x squared plus 7x minus 12 just comes down. Subtraction changes to addition. Now there's a number out in front of that second expression, and it's 1. Because 1 times anything will be that thing. But we change subtraction to addition, so that 1 has to become negative 1. And then 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus 9x. Now here's where you use the distributive property. Negative 1 to 3x cubed, negative 1 to 4x squared. And negative 1 to 9x. So we bring down 6x cubed minus x squared plus 7x minus 12. Just coming along for the ride, bring down the plus sign. Negative 1 times 3x cubed is negative 3x cubed. Negative 1 times 4x squared is minus 4x squared. Negative 1 times 9x is minus 9x. Now, at this point, this is the only difference from addition. We're going to go back to the red color and go ahead and solve this. First, we identify the like terms. 6x cubed is goes together with, there was a like term with negative 3x cubed. We are no longer subtracting, we are adding. However, we will be finding the difference. You get the same answer as you would have in the subtraction problem. 6x cubed and negative 3x cubed is 3x cubed. Now our second term is negative x squared. So minus x squared, and over in the second expression there's a minus 4x squared. And I'm going to make that negative 1x squared. So negative 1x squared, negative 4x squared is minus 5x squared. Then we have a 7x right here, and then a 9x over here. So plus 7x minus 9x. Positive 7x, negative 9x leaves us with minus 2x's. And then there's not a one-to-one correlation, because in the first term you have a minus 12 plus nothing is still going to be minus 12. So the difference for problem A is 3x cubed minus 5x squared minus 2x minus 12. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go to the second problem. 2x cubed minus 5x squared minus 10x minus 9x cubed minus x plus 11. If you read the words, it says to subtract 9x cubed minus x plus 11 from the 2x cubed minus 5x squared minus 10x. That's why it's the second expression. Okay, we need to change this subtraction problem to an addition problem. This is how we start. This just comes along, 2x cubed minus 5x squared minus 10x. Nothing is done with that. You change subtraction to addition. There is a number here, it's 1. You change it to its opposite of negative 1. 9x cubed minus x plus 11. Now you're going to distribute the negative 1 to the 9x cubed, the negative x, and to the 11. 2x cubed expression just comes down. Negative 1 times 9x cubed is negative 9x cubed. Negative 1 times negative x, or negative 1x, is plus x. Negative 1 times positive 11 is negative 11. So, this is exactly, now that it's an addition problem, we're back to exactly what we did in the previous recording. So we identify what's alike. So 2x cubed is like negative 9x cubed. We're adding now instead of subtracting. However, we will still find the difference. Alright, negative 2x cubed and a negative 9x cubed is negative 7x cubed. And then we bring down our minus 5x squared, which goes together with our plus x. Oh, excuse me, that does not go together. There is nothing in the second expression that goes with 5x cubed, minus 5x squared, so we just bring it down. And then we go to our next term, which is minus 10x right here. And over here we have plus x, or plus 1x. Negative 10x and positive 1x is minus 9x. And then we go to, there's no more terms in the first expression. We go to the last term in the second expression, which is minus 11. We have nothing above it. Plus negative 11 is minus 11. So our difference is negative 7x cubed minus 5x squared minus 9x minus 11. What I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to try number 23. Go ahead and write it on the right side. Try number 23, and then I'd like you to turn the recording back on and check yourself. Okay, number 23, the first expression, x squared plus x minus 1, just comes down. Subtraction changes to addition. Even though there's not a number listed there, there's actually a 1, so 1 changes to its opposite of negative 1. This is just the additive inverse. And then bring down the expression x squared minus 2x plus 1. Then you use the distributive property. Negative 1 is being distributed to x squared, so negative x squared. Negative 1 to negative 2x, so plus 2x. Negative 1 distributed to 1 is minus 1. Now we're going to go ahead and line these up. We identify them, then we combine them. And we need to line them up correctly. So we have x squared or 1x squared. Over here we have negative 1x squared. Well, when we put those together, we get 0. This is x or 1x. And then over here I have 2x. So 1x and 2x is 3x. Negative 1, negative 1. Negative 1 and negative 1 is negative 2. So you don't need the 0 plus, so it's 3x minus 2 is your difference. You now have the skills to do 21 through 27. So go ahead and get those done. That's the end of this recording.